the ammonia look? Do you have results yet?
Ammonia looks fine, nothing. pH looks good. I'll run the KH in a minute.
Does it turn green if there's too much?
A little bit, yeah, it'll definitely turn dark green. This is pH though, which is normal.
No abrasions on the body?
No, his body looked perfect. He hadn't had any kind of trauma, which tells me that the fish hadn't been passed for long, because the other fish are opportunistic. They would work on fins and eyes and everything else like that if it had been in the tank longer than a few hours. This is the worst part of my job, when there's like no really good sign of what could have happened.
Yeah, no signs of any like puncture or, I mean, look, you know. No signs of any puncture.
Is that blood there around the front of his eyes there?
Yeah, it just seems like a coloring. It doesn't look like blood, but I mean, let's see. I mean, if it was blood, it'll like move when I go like this, you know. If it was blood, you know. Maybe. I mean, yeah. If it was blood, it would like, you know,
We were dealing with him with a little bit of Popeye, which is a bacterial infection, which, you know, technically could be the cause, but it almost seemed like over the last, you know, several weeks it was getting better. So that's a little confusing that all of a sudden, and from what, yeah, it definitely had. The eye had gone down. It looked a lot better. I mean, there was a little bit of gas in one of his eyes, but again, not to the extent that it was. Water quality looks good, and Mimosa's little bitty nip out of the very back part of his fin has more fin damage than Ale did. Looked like somebody just nipped just the very little tip of it off, which is kind of odd. But I'm definitely a firm believer in that stress kind of feeds off each other with fish in the tank, and with the other fish not being 100% and acting a little bit wild, that definitely could have freaked him out a little bit.